everybody, welcome back to the studio. This is Jessie with the Myers Memories Crafts, and today we are going to be making a pop-up card. If you've never made one before, this will be a fun adventure for you. I actually kind of figured out how to make this by watching QVC late night one night. They were selling some crazy tool that came in looks like a big purple briefcase, but it was a really interesting tool, but I figured out how to make it without having to buy the tool because I already have a lot of tools, and although my scrapbook circle considers me the queen of tools, this is not something that I would use every day, so tried to figure out a way to make it work using my tools. So what we're going to need is 2 card bases, and mine are going to be 5.5-inch squares. So what I have here is it's going to be a 5.5 by 6-inch card. So what I have here is a 12 by 12 piece of paper. It's 12 by 12, or it's 12 inches cut down to 5.5 inches. So I have 2 pieces. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our Martha Stewart scoreboard, or if you have a score pal, or if you want to use your trimmer with a scoring blade, that's totally fine. And for the first piece, this is going to be our base card. So I'm going to line this up, and I'm going to score it at 6 inches. We're going to set this aside because this is going to be our base. Then I'm going to take my next piece. I'm going to score this at 3 inches, at 6 inches, and then again at 9 inches. So what you should have is 4 3-inch panels. And I apologize for this light down the middle. This is actually sunlight from my blinds, unfortunately, and there's no really good way to work this out. Let me try to see if I can make that. No, there's not really any way to make that better. But you've got a score line here, here, and here. So you have, again, 4 3-inch sections. The next thing we're going to do before we start folding anything, we are going to take our Cuttlebug and any of your die shapes. I am using, what is this? I'm not sure which one this is, but it's Labels 1. So I'm using the Labels 1 from my Spellbinders Nestabilities. And I'm going to use the biggest die. And what you want to do, go ahead and make your sandwich. So you'll do plate A, then plate C. Then you're going to put your cardstock long ways on the sandwich. And what you want to do is take your nestabilities and line it up so that your image is centered on the paper. And then go ahead and put your cutter down, or put your B plate down. I can never do this without moving it, so I might have to do this a couple of times. Here we go. Perfect. And then you're just going to crank it through your Cuttlebug. Now you can use this with any die cut tool. If you want to use this with your Sizzix, with your Cricut, you go right ahead. I know with Sure-Cuts-A-Lot you could probably design something just as easily. So we're going to put our Cuttlebug away. I'm going to remove the plates. And voila, you have your die cut out of the center. Now you could set this aside. It's already got the score down the middle. You could use it for a card for something else. And that might be what I do here. I'm going to go ahead and set my plates and my dies to the side and grab my bone folder. So what we're going to do here, we're going to go ahead and do our folds now. And so I'm going to fold the edges inwards. And whatever you're folding, your side panels are going to fold in opposite of what your center one folds in. So then, you've got the valleys here, so you're going to make this one a peak. If you've ever done if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, when you do accordion style folding, you have peaks and valleys. The peaks are the ones sticking up, the valleys are the ones pointing down. So you have a valley, a peak, and a valley. So Now we're going to go back to our base. Go ahead and fold that in half. And you don't have to use the bone folder. I like the good crease you get with the bone folder. So, got that folded in half. Take your adhesive. I love my ATG gun. I started using it probably 6 months ago. Thanks to the girls at Paper Therapy. It's awesome. And you're just going to run adhesive along your side panels. You don't want to, it's very important you don't get any adhesive in the middle here. And you want to get this to stick down pretty good because this is actually going to stick to the edges of our card. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a minute. Get your adhesive down. Okay, so you're going to come back to your base. And you want to line up your edges of your base to the edges of the panels of your what's going to be your pop-up. And it's really important that those edges match up. I'm having a difficult time doing that today. So you have that edge down, and then you want to kind of flatten this one out. Come back over here. Make sure your edges match up over here. And then, voila, you now have a pop-up card. So when you close this, it's going to close like this. And if you want to kind of reiterate those edges, you can come back with the bone folder. And now your card is ready to decorate however you want. Isn't that fun? See, it's got the little, and you can hang things. I mean, it's just, the possibilities are endless with what you can do with this. So I hope that you find this technique useful. I can't wait to see what you guys do with it. This is especially fun with double-sided cardstock or double-sided pattern papers. You get the pattern in the middle. So I can't wait to see what you guys do with it. And I hope you have a great day. And remember, do something creative today. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.